Danganronpa.
And I have returned with more Dingle Bingle, Dongle Bongle too. Hey, I was gone yesterday. I think swapping Wednesdays and Thursdays off is actually a smarter idea for me. I realized that like taking a break in the middle of the week is probably better than taking a break Thursday because I rarely stream on Saturdays. So it's like if I take the break Wednesday, then it's like, oh cool, and then I'm refreshed, and Thursday, Friday, I'll stream, and then I'll stream Sunday through Tuesday. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens this weekend, actually. I don't know. That's good. Good snort to start off the stream. Anyway, we're in Chapter 3. Despair Disease. It's a thing. So, yeah, what happened last stream? For Hiyoko, he was okay. Then he was not okay because he slit his own stomach open to make amends. And now he's okay again, apparently. But now Nekomaru is in the hospital, supposedly. We haven't seen him yet. Because he got hit by a bazooka. Because, what's her name? I need a refresher here. Akane. Why am I forgetting that name, of all people? Akane, fought Monokuma, which is apparently a rule violation. And Nidai sacrificed himself to stop her from dying. And Monokuma agreed to heal him. So, here we are. Oh, and 3 people got infected with a mysterious disease and are now acting weird. Nagito, Akane, and Ibuki. They all have the despair disease, which is giving them a high fever and a weird, like, personality shift, which very silly plot point. But this is Danganronpa. What do you expect? It's silly all around.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Enigmatic ultimate weebs of mystery and deceit. Exactly. Hey, man. I'm sorry I didn't say anything. I stopped by your stream before. I was watching you draw the robot kitty. I only was able to stop by for a little bit while work was slow. This disease, it resembles an illness the Demon King once unleashed long ago to wipe out a large country. There is no reason it would work against me, the supreme overlord of ice. I'm worried about those 3, but is there a chance that Mikan will catch it while she is tending to them? We should consider that too. Oh, right. Had to stop because sore throat. Oh, I'm sorry. I felt pretty sick yesterday, which is why I didn't stream. Well, not sick. I was very tired for some reason. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do the quick sound check thing. Sound check thing. Okay, perfect. It sounds great. My throat has been, like, phlegmy a lot lately, probably because I've been doing so much reading on stream, but actually, I've stopped coughing. Well, not stopped coughing, but I'm coughing a lot less now, so maybe I was sick, and I'm just getting better. I know it wasn't, COVID, because I was tested for that. I got the results back. Now, saying that, I have to cough. I got the results back. Yeah, hydrate. The same day I started getting the cough, and the results were negative, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't go out between the test and when I got those results, so I don't know what the fuck that was. I have to pull out like an opener here. These cans are really... There we go. Good stuff.
maybe...
By any chance, is Mikan gonna attend to all of Nagito's needs?
Damn it!
This is a dilemma. I don't want to get sick, but I'm jealous of that disease. Now's not the time to say stuff like that. I don't know whose voice I was mimicking there. It was not, Johnny Young Bosch, though. Looks like things are getting pretty strange.
Even so.
But now's the time for us to do our best. We need to stand firm until Nekomaru comes back. Don't overwork yourself too much, though. Your wound hasn't fully healed yet.
Huh.
I can't slack off now.
Jeez!
The disease sure looks dangerous. Nagito, Akane, and Ibuki aren't acting normal. If it spreads to anyone else, a killing is bound to happen.
Let me tell you.
Based on their observed behavior, I cannot deny that. This is so weird. Like, I was expecting the killing to happen last night at the party. And now we've been thrown like this weird curveball. But those guys aren't being considerate. I want them to at least have the decency to consider committing suicide before they start bothering us.
That is...
Hey, Hiyoko. I know, it can't be that easy. So it's important to make sure we don't end up catching the disease. Make sure? What do you mean?
Which cockroach said that?
Jeez, why don't you get it? We need to isolate them from us so they won't spread the disease. Oh my god. Isolate?
You.
If you can't cure it, the only option is to stop it from spreading. Even a preschooler knows that. Yes, exactly. But still, isn't isolating them a bit too harsh? Hey, if everyone catches the spare disease, we won't be able to do anything about it anymore, you know?
This is bad.
You're right. There's no way we should allow it to spread. Hold on a sec.
Hey.
Isolation. You and Mimi need to quarantine them inside the hospital, right? Chiaki, don't tell me you also agree with this. Yeah, why wouldn't we? It's to prevent a killing. As long as that disease is Monokuma's motive, if we just ignore it, a killing will happen again. To prevent that, we also have to prevent the disease from spreading. That's why we need to quarantine them. She's very much giving me, the Hiyoko vibes now.
Like...
Even if we quarantine them, who's gonna take care of them? Mikan's gonna stay here anyway. She's been touching the infected all over, so it's possible she's already caught the disease. But there's no way we can leave her by herself.
Hey!
Then why don't you stay too? Huh?
Huh?
Now that I think about it, you touched them when you took their temperature, right? Oh. So I'll leave the rest to you. Contact me if something happens. Contact you? How are we supposed to do that?
Jeez!
Oh, right, we need to think of a way to communicate. If we keep meeting in person, we could catch the disease.
Hey, you!
So I'll let you handle that, Kazuichi. Yeah, got it.
Fine.
Fret not, we are not going to abandon you. I shall station myself nearby in case anything happens. Nearby? There's a motel on this island. Until this matter is resolved, we shall stay the night there.
Aww.
Do we really have to stay at such a dirty place? Oh god.
Silence.
This is setting us up for disaster here. What are we supposed to do if we can't immediately get here if something happens? Also, if that disease is airborne, the hotel on the first island might already be unsafe.
This is the Tanaka Empire!
We must be vigilant about protection. I have those who I must protect. Fever could be related to the event. Oh, is this gonna be some Zero Escape, Radical 6 shit? You're just hamsters, dude.
I'll destroy you!
That is an unkind thing to say, you fiend. How dare you call my 4 dark days of destruction hamsters?
Jeez!
I'll just stay at the motel, alright? Jeez, how annoying. Even if it's a quarantine, we're still gonna be on the same island. So just call us if something happens.
Huh?
What are you frustrated for?
I don't like this.
It's obviously a trap. Monokuma's goal is to separate us as a group. Is it really okay for us to fall for that?
So...
It's not like we've stopped being friends. I just don't want a killing to happen ever again. We can't prevent that if everyone gets sick, you know? Speaking of the event, so far from what we've read in the computer, the event references something that happened at Hope's Peak Academy regarding a revolt. In Danganronpa 1, there's a part where you go to a classroom, and the classroom is like covered in bloodstains and writing everywhere, and it's like all destroyed. I'm assuming that's the class that had the revolt initially, but I'm still wondering what relevance that has to the rest of the plot, because as far as I can tell, no one from that class is in the game yet.
You know, right?
Yeah, that's right, man. There's no way we're gonna lose together here, you know?
That's right.
Because if that happens, then Monokuma gets what he wants. Hey, Hiyoko, what did you say to me earlier? Something about me being the first one to get cut off?
And?
What's wrong with that? This must be from that moment. It's not like Mikan and Hajime are enough people.
You.
Are you saying you're gonna stay here too? Huh? You too? This life of mine is a spare anyway. Fine then, do whatever you want. Hey, Fuyuhiko, are you sure? You might be endangering yourself, you know?
Jeez.
Hey, don't make me repeat myself.
Hey, hey.
You're really okay with this? Then I'm gonna leave the rest to you too. Whatever's happening over here, just leave it to us. We'll make sure to keep the disease from spreading. Come on, shouldn't you guys head over to the motel before you catch the disease?
I am sorry.
I'm sorry that we're forcing up this upon you like this. Now that what everyone's saying is true, so... No, what everyone's saying is true, so... It's okay.
Thanks.
Both of you. I won't let your feelings go to waste. We'll make sure to find out the mystery of the Despair's disease while you're all here.
I think.
Probably. I'd really prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Now then, I shall excuse myself. I'm counting on you. And I'll make sure to figure out some way to communicate later.
Bye!
Do your best and try to stay alive! And just like that, the others left, leaving me and Fuyuhiko at the hospital. I never expected it would turn out like this.
Jeez.
It's not like it's their fault. It's that bastard Monokuma's fault. Can't believe he'd actually arranged something as irritating as a disease.
Hello?
Thank you for waiting. They finally finished changing. Everyone's resting in their rooms. Why is it just you two?
Huh?
You know. They must have left to get fruits to bring back later. Everyone is so kind. I'm so glad everyone is so thoughtful towards their friends.
Well.
Like I said, we're all equals when we're sick. Let's all work together and do our very best. Hajime, I'm sorry, but I'll let you handle the explanation. It's quite the burden I have to bear. And so we decided to split into two groups. In the hospital, there are 3 people who caught Monokuma's despair disease: Akane, Nagito, and Ibuki. There's also Mikan, who's nursing them back to health. And as a safeguard, Fuyuhiko and myself. Altogether, 6 people are staying at the hospital. Chiaki, Gundam, Kazuichi, Sonya, and Hiyoko are staying at the motel on the same island. As for Nekomaru, he's not back yet, but... Anyway, until we do something about this despair disease, our current situation isn't going to change. But we have no clue what we need to do. Seriously, what should we do? Huh? I suddenly woke up. And if I woke up, that means I fell asleep without realizing it. Earlier, I discussed with Fuyuhiko and we decided we'd take turns resting. That's right. That's why I came to the on-call room on the 2nd floor of the hospital. I haven't been sleeping well the past few days, so a sudden drowsiness overtook me. And I was asleep, which is a good thing, but my body feels really heavy for some reason. No, it's not just heavy. It feels somewhat soft and... Oh, is he having a dream? Oh, no. Oh!
I can't breathe.
At least I don't have... At least it's... You know... Whatever.
Mikan! Move! I can't breathe!
No, you can't. Don't move around. Huh? Hajime?
But why, though?
No!
Hajime, are you okay? Your complexion is a bluish-purple shade. It might be severe cyanotic reaction. Hajime, can you hear me? Get a hold of yourself! Mikan finally got off me, grabbed me by the shoulders, and began shaking me intensely. The hair, yeah. Somehow that was enough to get my consciousness to drift back to reality.
Hajime!
You regained consciousness! I'm so glad. I thought you died! Me too. I seriously thought I was gonna die.
I'm sorry.
I thought about taking a rest in the on-call room, but you were already asleep, so... That doesn't mean you could climb on top of me. Then I'll be on the bottom next time. That's seriously not what I'm talking about.
Hey!
What are you guys doing? Hiyoko? Uh-oh. No, this is... I really hope you didn't get the wrong idea.
Don't tell me,
Were you guys sleeping together?
bastard!
You rotten bastard, you guys are fucking high school students! Can I screenshot that too? Seriously, you've got this all wrong.
Damn it!
We don't have time for that. Nagito, he's in danger. Danger? What? When I peeked inside his room earlier, it looked like he wasn't breathing. But this is bad. Now's not the time for us to rest. Mikan vigorously leapt out of the bed and ran out of the on-call room.
Damn it!
Hajime, now's not the time for you to be pitching a tent. We need to hurry. Seriously, I'm not... Fuyuhiko and I chased after Mikan as she ran from Fuyuhiko and I chased after Mikan as she ran into Nagito's room. Nagito, please get a hold of yourself. Despite Mikan's desperate pleas, I didn't see Nagito react at all.
Don't tell me.
There's no way he died, right? The body discovery announcement isn't playing, right?
Hey, fidget, fidget!
Damn it, he's totally waiting for it.
Damn it!
This looks very bad.
Damn it!
Mikan, is Nagito alright?
Well,
It looks like his breathing has returned. Really? But his condition is unpredictable, and that's putting it lightly.
Hey! Hey!
How light is that? Is it sweet potato soft?
well.
If so, that's pretty light.
Yeah.
Please don't interfere.
Hey.
Isn't Nagito's mouth moving? You're right. He might be trying to say something. Nagito! What happened? As she said his name, Mikan softly tilted her ear towards Nagito's lips. What did he say? Apparently his condition is improved, and he feels quite refreshed. Since Monokuma said that Nagito has the liar disease, he probably means the opposite, and actually feels really crappy.
Like...
What's going to happen if he just dies? We're not going to have a class trial, right? Don't talk like that!
Yes.
Nagito is never going to die. I'll save him by any means necessary.
I see.
Got it. And I leave Nagito's life to you.
Yes.
Far from her usual self, Mikan responded assertively and went back to tending Nagito. If we stay here any longer, we might just get in the way.
Damn right.
Follow me. While you were resting, the goods arrived. I gotta show them to you. The goods? Something dangerous, right?
Anyway.
Let's go to the lobby. No reaction from Nagito. Leave. Leave this accursed place. I understand you're worried, but there's nothing we can do here.
Anyway.
The goods were delivered to the lobby. Let's hurry up and go. I'm scared. I don't want to be in the hospital. I want to go home. It's going to be okay. You don't have to worry. Fuyuhiko and I are here, so don't cry. Ever seen Akane cry like that? I don't really know what to do. Oh yeah, and then Ibuki has the gullible disease. That's where Fuyuhiko was before.
Yes.
You came to visit and see how I'm doing? Thank you very much for your courtesy. Oh, it's okay for you to be awake. You should be resting in bed.
Understood.
Thank you very much for your consideration. I shall heed your kind attitude and take a rest. Compared to Nagito, Ibuki seems fine. Are there individual differences in symptoms, too? They got it. As everyone says now. Fuyuhiko, what did you mean when you said goods?
Damn right.
Look, on top of the reception desk. On top of the reception desk. Yes, on top of the reception desk, right here, where you could observe these items. Fuyuhiko's talking about this, right? That's like a monitor and a camera unit. Hey, what is this? Wow, that was... Whoa. Perfect timing. The blue light is blinking. Does something happen when this blinks? Seeing is believing, as they say. Try pressing the button just below that light. I just have to press the button? I did what Fuyuhiko said and pressed the button. The button has been pressed.
What's up?
Hey, is this Hajime? Loud and clear. Looks like it's perfectly connected. Kazuichi. Then this is... Yes, it's a repurposed PSP Go that we've turned into a surveillance camera. Yep, that's right. That's the way to communicate he was talking about.
All right.
Looks like it's time for the ultimate mechanic to shine. This is going to be used in the murder. You know it is. How about it? This is what I've been working on. Remember that alley with those shady-looking street booths? That's where I found this. It's a surveillance camera for household use, and I just tweaked it a little. So now it's basically a video chat device. Well, it's pretty hit or miss. Video chat, huh?
Get it?
It's true. We don't have to worry about getting infected with this.
That's right.
So it may be a hassle, but we'll be contacting each other with this from now on, okay? This was only a test run this time, so I guess this should be pretty fun. Okay then, see you later. Tomorrow's Friday, or today's Friday. I just realized. This is the first time in a while I'm gonna be, like, getting lunch for myself. It's weird, like, ever since the beginning of December, things have not been, like, in the position where I would buy lunch for myself just randomly. Actually, no, maybe... Did I get lunch? No, I did. I did one day. I got lunch the week before Christmas. I got fast food, though, so it really doesn't count. This is the first time I'm going to be getting, like... Doing, like, my Friday... lunch thing. In quite a while, though. Like a standard lunch. I get very excited, because it's a way to help me ring in the weekend. Because God knows nothing else that happens while I'm working is good. Job just sucks all my good vibes out of me. Kazuichi left this while you were resting.
Damn right.
The surveillance camera unit comes with a surveillance camera and a surveillance monitor and a surveillance camera. Don't forget the surveillance camera. Anything the camera records is broadcast live on this monitor. So he prepared 2 sets of... Snake Carrot TV... Carrot 33V. Nice to meet you. Thank you for following. I am tripping over my words. So he prepared 2 sets of these and swapped each of their cameras. I see. By swapping the cameras, his monitor will display it's on my camera and vice versa. Apparently, he also modified it a little. He widened its narrow communication range beyond just household use.
Even so.
He still had a limit, so apparently the signal can't reach from the hospital to the motel. Then we can't communicate from the hospital and the motel. You didn't notice? He was contacting you just now from the music venue near the motel. From there, the signal reaches the hospital with no problems. But they're staying at the motel, right? What happens if we can't reach them when we need to?
Damn right.
Not the same thing, so we arranged times for us to contact each other. It's set up for us to communicate 30 minutes after Monokuma's morning and evening announcements. Our next contact with them is going to be tomorrow morning. Don't sleep in. He's well prepared, as expected of the heir of an enormous... As expected of the heir of an enormous organization.
Huh?
What is it? Nothing. Ding dong, bing bong. Bing bong, ding dong.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. It is now 10 p.m. Please return to your rooms and relax. Let the sound of the ocean gently rock you to sleep. Now then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
But can it play emulators?
Now then.
I'm assuming the PSP could. The PSP Go. I mean, the PSP... Let me tell you something. I was playing that thing, like, me and my friends all got it in 2011? No, 2010. When it first became, like... When right around Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep came out. And that's, like, that was only, like, 2 or 3 years before... I think it was 2012. Before the Vita came out. So the PSP was already, like, ending its lifespan, and we got so much use out of that. I have, like, 8 disc PSP games. I have a ton of games I've downloaded, and it's just, towards the end of its life, it became such a great soft-modding console. You could play so many old consoles on the PSP, and it works really well, for the most part. We all have the silver one, because that's the only PSP they friggin', like, marketed in America towards the end of its lifespan. No matter what bundle you got, it was just a plain silver PSP 3000, while Japan got, like, blue, like, Hatsune Miku PSPs and Birth by Sleep ones with, like, cool patterns on the back. I was like, oh, come on. Why couldn't we get some cool shit like that? Sorry, anyway, I'm rambling. It's that time already, huh? Now then, where should I sleep tonight? Are you planning to use the on-call room with a certain someone again? Like I said, it's not what it looked like.
You guys.
Hey, aren't you misunderstanding?
What are you thinking?
A hospital is a facility for sick people, so it's not for lodgings or young romantic trysts. Sorry, trysts. So it's not for lodging or young romantic I think I need some of the good hydration here. Not the juice, the water. Lukewarm. A hospital's a facility for sick people, so it's not for lodgings or young romantic trysts, you know? You too? What are you talking about?
I don't like this.
Oh, I see. Your generation has fallen out of habit of looking at bulletin boards.
Unbelievable.
Come on, take a look at the bulletin board. There's a notice on there, right? A notice on the bulletin board? Come on, take a look at the bulletin board. There's a notice on there, right? Yeah. Is he talking about this? Hospital precautions. Eating and drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. If patients do not need to be accompanied, overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden.
In other words...
Right, it's like the notices you often see inside hospitals. You can't stay here overnight.
What are you saying?
There is one patient who needs to be accompanied. Oh, you're talking about Nagito, right?
Unbelievable.
Then I'll allow just one person to accompany him. The rest of you need to hurry up and get out of here.
Jeez.
Hospital precautions, my ass. He should have said so sooner. Only one person could stay the night, and there's no way we can make Mikon leave.
Jeez.
Guess we have no choice. We should head back to our cottages then. You're right. Even if we stay here, we probably won't be able to do anything. After explaining the circumstances to Mikon, we decided to head back to our cottages for the time being. So Fuyuhiko and I are going to be the only ones sleeping in our cottages tonight. I'm a little worried. No, the ones who are stuck in the hospital should be more worried. What's the point of me getting so worried? Alright, when I wake up tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital right away. I feel bad leaving Mikon alone. I guess for now I should try to get some sleep.
Monokuma appears!
Good evening, it's time for Monokuma's cooking class. Today we're going to learn how to make taiyaki. Oh, I love taiyaki. That's the fish-shaped buns with the bean paste on the inside. Delish. The first thing you'll need is a time machine. We'll travel back in time to the Meiji period and meet a person named Seijiro Kanbi. He used to bake and sell turtle-shaped pastries, but unfortunately, they never sold all that well. It's important that you gently cheer him up because he's going to be disappointed in himself when you meet him. From there, get serious and insist that he try making his pastries fish-shaped because they'll sell better. Once that happens, he'll happily bake his pastries in the shape of a fish. And as a final touch, name these pastries taiyaki. Okay, with this, you've finished making taiyaki.
Brought to you by Monokuma!
This concludes Monokuma's cooking class, and he took making taiyaki very literally in that regard. Inventing taiyaki.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day. Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today.
Woohoo! Sorry, one sec. Okay. worried about Nikon and the others. I should hurry over to the hospital. The moment I got out of bed, I immediately left my cottage and headed over to the hospital.
Yo,
You came early today. You're the one who's early.
damn right.
Well, I just got here. So what should we do? There's still a little time before we need to make contact. Want to go to Nagito's room and check up on him? Yeah, I'm a little worried about how he's doing. Worry? Why do I have to worry about a guy like him? Still. Ugh. He's dead in the ground. Nikon, how's Nagito doing? Same as usual. No, actually, he might be worse than yesterday.
This is bad.
Are you fucking serious? His pulse is extremely weak. He might slip into critical condition sometime today. Is he that sick? As long as I'm his nurse, I will never let Nagito die. Ever. I do understand how you feel, but don't overexert yourself, okay? Hey, Hajime. It's almost time to start the connection. We need to head over to the lobby. Yeah, got it. After being reminded of how powerless I am, I left Nagito's room. The incoming signal light is blinking.
Now then.
Looks like they're already waiting. Let's hurry up and start the connection. Yeah, you're right. I pressed the button underneath the blinking light, and the monitor instantly lit up. Looks like the camera and monitor had no problem making a connection. Soon enough, a familiar face showed up on the side of the monitor.
What's up?
Hello, how is it? Can you see my handsome face? Yeah, I can see you real clear. We're good on our end, too. Could totally see your broke-ass faces. Might be best if I tell the others about Nagito's condition. Hey, are you the only one over there?
Nope.
We're all here except for Hiyoko. What happened to Hiyoko? It seems we all look aberrant enemy. It seems we all look like aberrant enemies in the eyes of that coward. She has locked herself in her room. She said from the other side of the door that she won't come out until the despair disease has been cured. She's even being cautious around others in the motel, huh? Looks like they're also in a testy situation.
Hey.
So how about you? How are you guys doing? Yeah, about that. To tell you the truth, Nagito's actually in serious danger. I already know he's seriously dangerous. No, not that. He's seriously wandering the border between life and death.
What?
Did you say?
However,
But is he going to be okay? He is going to be okay, right? Nagito's going to get better?
Hey.
First Nekomaru, then Nagito. This ain't funny at all. Well, for now, we really can't say. We really can't say? That's impossible. Monami, why are you on that side? Because it'd be dangerous if I got close to the hospital, since I don't even know what's going on there. You are really pissing me off. Like, why does a stupid stuffed animal need to be cautious about a disease?
you can't.
Please don't discriminate. That despair disease is horrible. It's a dangerous disease that can even destroy this island. So until we figure out how to deal with it, I will be on this side. Blip. Before I could respond to Monami, Fuyuhiko had cut the connection.
Don't fuck with me.
That shitty stuffed animal, she seriously pisses me off. Damn it, I'm going outside to cool off. Fuyuhiko practically spat those words before he went outside. I'm going outside. That's how he sounded. Anyway, all we could do now is wait. Just wait patiently, like a patient in a hospital, until the situation improves and changes for the better. That's why we waited patiently. Because waiting patiently was the only thing we could do. We waited patiently. On a side note, why can't I relax when I'm in a hospital? I paced back and forth around the hospital lobby. Fuyuhiko entered and left the hospital many times, and just kept passing by. Dingus dongus, bingus bongus.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make.
You suck!
It is now 10 p.m. Please return to your rooms and relax. Let the sound of the ocean gently rock you to sleep.
And if you ate the hospital food, get ready for 10 b.m. That's when you go to the bathroom 10 times in a row because you got the shits.
Now then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
Oh boy, we get another Monokuma theater right away.
Damn it!
Lucky us. Feels like a lot of stuff got skipped over and now it's nighttime already. Yeah, no, like free time. It's almost time for tonight's transmission. Great Miller took over the writing.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Nekomaru is a big fan of 10 b.m. He loves making 10 b.m.s a day. I hope he's okay in the hospital. Where is he? When is he coming back? We should go back to our cottages when that's done. It's fucking annoying to keep going back and forth, though. But before we go back, can we check on Nagito one more time? Go for it. Leave this transmission thing to me.
Jeez.
They're not gonna have a new clue anyway. I can handle this. Then I'll leave it to you. I had like I had pancakes and bacon for dinner. I know, dinner. And I don't know why, but thinking about the bacon made like my mouth taste like salty. Ah, wait, that came out wrong. I thought about the saltiness of the bacon, and I started coughing. Whoa, Ibuki! What are you doing here? You need to be resting.
Yes.
To tell you the truth, I've been getting quite bored with doing nothing but sleeping. Also, it would just trouble you if I slept all the time, so I was hoping I could help you with anything. But it's better if I am sleeping, correct? Yeah, just get some rest for now. It'd be a big help if you got better soon.
Understood.
That's kind of scary. I hope she gets better real soon. That is terrifying.
Yes.
Like, Nagito's obviously got it the worst, but like, who cares? It's nighttime again. It's so dark. I'm so scared. I'm gonna get eaten by ghosts. Usually she'd be more like, I'll beat the crap out of ghosts. Kane acting like this just isn't a Kane. A Kane! Oh yeah, he's dead. Mikan's too focused on caring for Nagito. She hasn't even noticed that I entered the room. Has she been caring for him this whole time? Hey, Mikan. Hey, Mikan. No matter how many times I talk to her, she's not responding. Her back is turned towards me as she's focused on caring for Nagito. I peeked over Mikan's shoulder and said, Hey, Mikan, are you okay?
No!
Looks like you finally noticed. Please don't surprise me. I almost got wet. Wet? Did you come by to check on Nagito? I just wanted to see how he's doing, but you look pretty tired too. Isn't it better if you get a little rest? I hope I'm not mistaken. That'd be really embarrassing. Are you, by chance, worried about me? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you very much. I'll remember this moment until the day I die. I'm starting to get my energy back, so I'll get back to taking care of Nagito. I hope she understood what I said. But she's working so hard, it'd be bad if I kept getting in her way. That's exactly how I felt, so I decided to shut up and just go back to the lobby.
Yo.
How's Nagito doing? More worried about Mikan than Nagito. She looks like she's had no time to rest.
Damn it.
Nagito's probably not doing so well. What about you? Are you guys done with the transmission? As I expected, we wrapped it up quickly, like they had nothing new to report. They're apparently trying to find a cure somehow, but there hasn't been any progress. So on both our ends, it looks like we had no results.
Jeez,
Oh well.
you're pathetic.
Let's look forward to tomorrow. With a depressingly heavy mood riding on our backs, we headed back to our cottages. My worries have piled up so high that one side just isn't enough. And the more that I think about it, it's like I'm slowly being sucked deeper and deeper into an endless pit. I guess for today, I should just go to sleep. It's best if I not dwell on it too much. And not just that. First thing in the morning, I need to go back to the hospital again. I kept telling myself that as I sighed one last time, and slowly closed my eyes. Out of the blue, a hazy scene began to take shape. From the depths of my consciousness, it slowly took its time, hazily, like watercolor paint suspended in water. Slowly, hazily. There was a classroom from somewhere. A classroom that I've seen before, but I don't know where. I can hear voices. Somebody's talking. Did you hear? Isn't it amazing? Apparently he's been accepted into Hope's Peak Academy. But was he that exceptional? Those are noises. I'm dully staring out the window, pretending not to listen. I don't want to listen. But even if I don't want to listen, the noises leap into my ears. Huh? You don't know? Know what? Apparently you don't have to be exceptional to get into Hope's Peak Academy. But it's an academy that recruits only exceptional students from around the world, right? I wanted to cover my ears. I wanted to run to the place I deserve to be. Not here. To the place where I can be more confident. Wow, I never knew that way was possible. So he's the same too? Obviously. I mean, he doesn't have any special talents that Hope's Peak Academy would be interested in. He's just a normal guy who could be found anywhere. Well, admiring the academy is free, but it must be tough for parents who have to write the check. Leave me alone. I just want to become someone who's confident in myself. What is this, anyway? Who are they talking about? Why can't I remember? Who am I?
Hey!
Did you know that talking about a personal failure is a good way to break the ice when meeting new people? So, I'm going to tell you my story of personal failure. In the wild world I live in, popularity is a symbol of power. That's why I decided to write a fake love letter to myself, so I could brag about it to others. I was bragging about it to my friend, but unfortunately all I had was an envelope. My friend wanted me to show him the unwritten letter. I was in a real bind. So I showed him a blank piece of paper and said this. This letter was written in special ink. Only those chosen by God can see it. When I said that, he was all, that love letter is brimming with passion. However, things started looking bad at that point. The other people around us started praising him because they thought he really could read the letter. That's when he started hogging everyone's attention as a divine messenger of God. And eventually he was worshipped by society. Now he uses his followers to sell shady vases for a quick buck. Thanks to my big mouth, he became a multi-millionaire. How regretful. What an epic fail. That was my story of personal failure. What'd you think of it? Is the ice broken? Since you listen to me, want to buy this vase? It's in pretty high demand, but I'll give you a deal on it because I like you so much. It's morning, huh? But for some reason, my body's heavy. Oh, no. No, not just heavy. It's also somewhat soft and really hot. Wait a minute. It's the exact same scene with a different background.
I can't believe it!
No, stop. You're tickling me.
Macaw, again? Hurry up and move! I can't breathe!
You stopped moving. Now I can finally relax.
There are no words.
Wait. Huh? No!
Cyanosis again! Oh, Hajime's gone limp. Please get a hold of yourself. You regained consciousness. I'm so glad. I thought you died from suffocation. Mikan, why are you here? The Monokuma announcement hasn't even aired yet. Now that you mention it, I came here to wake you up, but it seems like I accidentally fell asleep. What kind of accident is that?
But...
Good news, you see, Nagito's condition is stabilized. Really? And I rushed over here to let you guys know, but Fuyuhiko's room was locked, so... Oh yeah, my lock is still broken. Thanks, Ibuki. Anyway, please hurry over. Nagito could probably be saved. Yeah, we got it. I quickly got dressed and headed over to the hospital with Mikan. Although I did wonder why it was necessary to be so pumped up for someone like Nagito. Oh well, best not to think about it. Nagito's in his patient room. Please hurry and see how he's doing. Where do they get the little plaques with their with their sprites on it? Oh, he looks awful. There I saw Nagito. We managed to sit up in his bed. Nagito, can you hear me? Hajime came by to see how you were doing. The twin Ibukis are singing. I see. Ibuki must have been a twin duo. The Veronicas. Is he supposed to be cured? It's not like he's completely cured. He was just able to recover from his critical condition. They were utilizing their characteristics as twins, and they've been taking turns appearing before me. Which means there are actually 17 people on this island. The Veronicas. That's the answer. After seeing this, it might have been better if he just stayed quiet for a bit longer. I'm so glad. I'm so relieved Nagito regained consciousness. I'm so glad. I feel dizzy. Somehow everything is spinning around me. Should you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? If you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead. Yeah, I'll do that. And even though it's morning, good night. Mikan wobbled around a bit, then left the room. She's definitely exhausted. Well, it's understandable. I mean, she fell asleep when she was supposed to come wake me up. Before she go-goed. All alone with Hajime. I can't stand being in the same room as you. Don't worry, I'm leaving. You should focus on curing that crappy disease of yours. Yeah, hurry up and go away. I don't want to see your face anymore.
Hey.
What are you doing? Hurry up and go away. I don't want to see your face anymore.
Hey.
I mean, that's a lie. He does. The morning Monokuma announcement should be starting soon. I should wait at the lobby for the transmission. Huh? The surveillance camera unit's light is blinking. But that's weird, it's not transmission time yet. If the light is blinking, it receives some sort of transmission from the other side, right? But that's pretty early. We haven't even received the announcement yet. Might be something urgent, though. If so, there's no way I can make them wait until Fuyuhiko gets here. Alright, even if it's just me, I should receive the transmission. I reached my hand and pressed the reception button on the surveillance camera unit. Huh? Upon first glance, I immediately knew it wasn't a normal video. A slowly swaying dim light is shining on black curtains. Oh no. It felt like some sort of ritual was about to begin. Is this light from a candle? What was creepiest of all was the rope hanging from the ceiling. That looks like a hotel room curtain. This was probably happening at the motel. Wait, but that'd be too far. Oh, it's in the nightclub, I'm guessing. Oh no. Oh no, is it Ibuki? The end of the rope was tied in a loop, and beneath it there was a stepladder. It was like a gallows. What is this? I didn't understand it at all. What's going on at the music venue? And that's when it happened. When I saw a silhouette slowly entering the frame from the side of the screen, chills ran down my spine, as if someone was dragging ice on me. A person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head. What the? As I raised my voice in surprise, the person in the hospital gown slowly started moving. They began climbing the stepladder. Slowly they took their time climbing it. They reached to the rope hanging from over the ceiling. Are you kidding me? And at that moment... Huh? The screen suddenly went pitch black. Probably because the candle, the only source of light, had gone out. Hey! No matter what I said, there was no response from the darkness on the other end of the monitor. What the heck is this? What's going on? What in the world is going on? No, it doesn't matter. I have to do something about this. I might still be able to make it. I need to hurry over to the music venue. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to the music venue where the transmission was made.
Ahem!
Now's not the time for this,
Hope's Peak
Monokuma.
Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day. Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today.
Just now, that was the morning Monokuma announcement. Hiyoko should be arriving here shortly. No, I don't have the time to wait for him. I've got to hurry to I've got to get to the music venue. I went the wrong way. I think I know who it's gonna be. I think I have an inkling of who it might be. Please let me make it. I rushed into the music venue with a prayer in my heart. But I completely forgot. Prayer means nothing on this island. Oh. Oh. I was too late. What the hell is this? In the hot air inside the music venue, I couldn't keep myself from shouting. Hot air? Why is it so hot? What is this strange hot air inside the music venue? There's fire coming out of those mouths over there. No, now's not the time to worry about that. More importantly, why is anyone coming? What is everyone doing? The body discovery announcement? That's right, there hasn't been an announcement. That's why nobody's noticed yet. Then I need to hurry and let the others know. I hear the motel is close by. I see a lot of able-bodied people who could help me there. I should hurry! I ran to the motel as fast as I could, trying desperately not to trip over my own 2 feet. This is gonna be a bait and switch, isn't it? Because we ran away from the body without seeing who it was. Hey, somebody get out here! As soon as I arrived at the motel, I started shouting for help as loud as I could. I was wondering who was making such an infernal racket, so it was you. Gundam, something awful's happened.
What?
Don't tell me. Do you intend to spread the pathogenic bacteria so you can take us down with you?
I won't let you!
If you want to pass, you must defeat me first! What happened? Is there a problem? Fighting is not allowed. It's worse than trouble. There's a body. Huh? Didn't you hear me? A body was found.
Could it be?
Body?
Yeah!
I renounce you!
Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all?
Hold it.
Hajime, is that true? Of course it is. Isn't it obvious? Chiaki, have you seen Nagito's condition? Yes? This fiend has just the same symptoms as him.
But still.
There's no way we shouldn't check it out, because if Hajime's telling the truth, that means it happened again, right?
Yes?
Killing?
Hey.
If that's true, we need to check it out.
Fine.
If If that's the case, I will not stop you.
Leave this to me!
And you fiends go on ahead. No need to worry, I will catch up with you easily. That sounds like famous last words. Chiaki, can you go? Yeah, it's better if we hurry, right? No need to worry. Who do you think I am?
I can see it!
No matter the trap, it is mere child's play compared to me. I shall destroy any and all traps. But is it really true? You know, just saying it out loud is horrifying. You seriously are a loud one. Your presence alone ruins tense situations. My presence ruins tense situations? That sounds like an important problem. How long have I been making that mistake?
Taste your powerlessness!
Ever since your character was formed.
Yippee-ki-yay!
That goes for you too.
Good instincts.
You certainly talk big now. Do these guys get along?
Hajime!
Well, Mikan, you're safe. Mikan, why are you here? Perfect timing. Please help us, Hajime. Help us?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, someone's coming from over there. Oh, Fuyuhiko! Oh, I thought for a moment that he was gonna be the one who was hanging. Hajime and Chiaki, what are you guys doing here? Fuyuhiko, why are you here too?
No shit.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Ibuki. Looking for Ibuki? I was planning to rest in the on-call room, but I wanted to check on everyone before I did that. And Ibuki's missing from the hospital all of a sudden. Huh?
Perhaps.
So what Hajime was saying earlier. Everyone, let's hurry.
Huh?
Hurry where? To the music venue. Don't ask, just follow me. Music venue? Is Ibuki going to be there?
Damn it!
My wound hasn't completely healed yet. Don't make me run too much.
Hey.
Is Ibuki inside there? The only way to know is to go inside and confirm that hanged body is really Ibuki. I mean, it looked like it could be her from the hair. Let's go. Touch my teeth and reach my hand toward the door. Huh?
Huh?
What the heck? Why is it locked? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I was able to go through here just a few minutes ago.
For now.
Why don't we try from another entrance?
Nope.
This is the only entrance to the music venue. There isn't even a window we could climb through. But why is it locked? I don't understand it myself,
Let's
but
go.
if it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if it's gonna be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls, you know?
It's got nothing to do with you.
It doesn't matter if you could do it or not. We have to try.
Damn right.
Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! For Yuhiko's signal, we charge into the door at full force. Oh, the door moved! Maybe it'll open easily after all.
Yep.
Even with two girls here.
Let's go.
Alright, one more time. It was like a live performance had just ended. That moment of silence just before the audience breaks out in thunderous applause. And a few minutes after that silence, a scream surfaced. Hiyoko? Is she dead, or... She's got blood on her. There wasn't just a hanged body. There was also another body. A suspended body belonging to Hiyoko. Oh fuck. I knew it. This is the hook. This is the gotcha chapter. This is where they kill two people at once. The first game had that same exact thing.
A body has been discovered!
Great, and since there's three of us, we can't use the killer as the excuse this time.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
You missed the killings, but we didn't see how it happened. From what we could tell...
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
They really had to do it twice? Well, I mean, I guess they confirmed it there. The girl, Hiyoko's dead, and someone's hanging from the ceiling. From what we saw, whoever's hanging from the ceiling did that to themselves, but we also can't tell. 2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means... the hanged body with the hemp bag on its head. Hiyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this?
What?
Hiyoko, and who the hell is the other one wearing the hemp bag? Ding dong bing bong, the bitches. I mean, look, I do feel bad. She was clearly the youngest and most childish of the group. I don't like how she treated the other people, but still, like, watching anyone in this game, watching anyone in this series die is, like, it's heartbreaking. Hiyoko, at the very least, had forgiven Fuyuhiko enough to not want to kill him, which says a lot about her character.
Could it be?
2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. And not even 10 minutes passed. But still, why? What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut the hell up!
This is just...
For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. That's the hemp bag from the movie theater, too. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes! Oh.
What about preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel for the Baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fuyuhiko ran to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the Baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? It's Ibuki. Yep. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that face I saw belonged to Ibuki. I swear to God, if Nagito isn't actually lying, and somehow there's 2 Ibukis, and that's like the fake Ibuki, I am going to shit an entire house. It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something.
Hey!
So you finally showed up, the root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went through the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone?
Ah! Are you kidding me?
He said what now? So back in the hospital when he first got better, because he was feeling a little better today, he has the liar disease version of despair disease, so apparently everything he says is a lie. And he goes on like a tangent about there being 2 Ibukis, and called the Veronicas or something like that. I don't know why he refers to it like that, but he implies he implies in his dialogue that there's 2 Ibukis. Not implies, he straight up says it, and he says that there's 17 people on the island. But he has the liar disease, so he could easily just be spouting bullshit. What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Hiyoko.
What?
So 2 people have been killed?
What?
Oh there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others?
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Geez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now.
Hey!
Over? Yeah, because I got bored.
That's...
that silly reason? And now the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How could you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Here.
Oh, who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
It's the Monokuma file!
Something looked off about this, and I realized the word file is like slightly raised. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Keep this in mind, the despair disease stuff. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm making an early assumption now. There's no killer that's alive. Hiyoko must have accidentally... she was spouting her usual bullshit. She probably told Ibuki to kill herself. Since Ibuki had the gullible disease, she just did it. And when Hiyoko saw her do it, she got so full of guilt that she killed her. Well, no, but then why would she be tied up? I don't know. Maybe this is like a double suicide... I don't know. Suicide pact.
See ya later!
Because that's believable. Because that's the thing. If she really was gullible and Hiyoko just randomly said, "Why don't you kill yourself, you stupid bitch?" or something like she usually does, Ibuki would totally do that. And I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again?
This cannot be.
We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two,
Let me tell you.
then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? Damn it. Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? If that were the case, why would she commit suicide? Well, no, like I said, yeah, no. Because the thing is, Hiyoko just, like, randomly tells people to go fucking die and shit like that. And Ibuki, when she was under the despair disease, anytime someone told her to do something, she would do it. So, I'm wondering if that's the case, but also, like, I don't think it could be. I think, the fact that Hiyoko's body's tied up kind of doesn't really play well to that theory. Nekomaru. Huh?
That's weird.
I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you're the liar disease, your after effects could be lies, maybe?
Leave it to me.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best.
Alrighty.
I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
And I'll leave that to you. Let's get started, so we can bring an end to this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to do this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all.
Huh?
Like I've been putting up with this for a while.
Hey.
Why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it is really hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? Now before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Sayaniji. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. Okay, so she hung herself. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayaniji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. Oh, so that's why there's blood. So the rope is covering her neck wound. It appears her death was instant. Oh, you could see it on the bottom file. She got sliced right across the throat. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Strange, why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you leave, right?
So...
I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill 2 people? A reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
The truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think. Seriously, I prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that's why I destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. It hesitated to murder someone in front of a camera. And that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Surveillance camera unit has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay. If I had noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing. One more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's when it happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy now? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account.
Something like this.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason we can't just leave this alone, alright?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Why is the tequila sign in the corner cut off? Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. Probably go away if I battle a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. It's a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? The door is locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. When I examined it, I found out this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
This door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep us from opening it? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? A broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. And how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't have been able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and we waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely going to find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like he said, that might be possible, but...
I've listened to the whole story.
Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I've discovered something else interesting. What is it?
see?
Looks like there was a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's... It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Oh, no, don't do that. Why are you putting it in your mouth? Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, how be it possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door? What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chiaki spit the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, is it okay to consider that some kind of clue? Semi-transparent glob. Even I'm horrified of my power. The Eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this?
Nature.
You stupid fool. I cannot believe you haven't noticed the aberrant thing. Pitiful humans. They refuse to lift their heads up for fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Lift my head up? Does that mean there's something up there? I don't know what he's talking about.
Hajime.
This might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to research the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Well.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing.
Anyway.
With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey, hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hiyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
But still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Truth bullet. Oh, God. rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I could tell, looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact the music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use it as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Well,
She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope wouldn't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Truth bullet, rope used for hanging. Hemp bag. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why does she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? This hemp bag, upon further inspection, is a Monomi decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. A massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been what was coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but you didn't need to bother using a candle. You could just use the normal stage lighting. Is that a thought, but you'll wait for more info? Yeah, we're kind of still scattered here. The stepladder's tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Ow, 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 ow. Isn't that a blood stain?
see?
Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, it must be Hiyoko's blood.
Yep.
It's the only thing I could think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Level up. Wait. Okay, so yeah, Hiyoko's blood is the only one that's spilled. There's no blood from Ibuki because she just choked herself. Ibuki's body lay on top of the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's that on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet were dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Oh, wait a minute. I think I had it backwards.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? I think I have it backwards. I think that while under the effects of the gullible disease, someone told Ibuki to kill Hiyoko, and then afterwards they told Ibuki to kill herself. So Ibuki killed herself, and she is the murderer of Hiyoko technically, but she was ordered to do it by someone else, and that person's the real guilty party. Oh no. Oh no, I just realized who the most likely culprit for that is, though. That sounds like it could be Mikan. Because it's no, like, let's be honest, Hiyoko hates Mikan. If Mikan said something like, oh man, I wish someone would kill her. I wish she would die, and Ibuki heard that. Oh, well then, I guess, I don't know. I can't see Mikan telling Ibuki to kill herself, though. Unless Ibuki killed her, broke out of the disease, realized what she had done, and then killed herself as a result. I'm sure this is going to be depressing, whatever happens. You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag, though. Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense, because why would Hiyoko's body wasn't tied to the wall before Ibuki was hanging there. Unless the killer came in afterwards and did it. So yeah, this could go all over the place, honestly. I feel like the gullible disease is going to play a large part in it, though. I feel like Ibuki did stuff under the influence of being sick. But I knew right away when she was dead that she was hanging from that rope. Worded that badly, but whatever.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
Well,
It helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, which means it's a swerve. They want you to think Ibuki died first. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after... Does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterwards. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like a curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone actually took the time to bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, there's probably something the killer really needed for this crime. Why do they need it? Who knows? It wouldn't be mystery if the answers came easy. Yeah, I got the double murder. Also, hey, how you doing? Music venue curtain has been added to the truth bullet section of your notebook. Baton control lighting panel. Wrong way. Baton lighting control panel. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you could use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have appeared.
I see, so you noticed it too, Fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at that baton lighting? Baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There's no need!
Go, my four dark devas of destruction!
Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction! The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo. Choo. Started running around the stuck-up slip of paper in rapid circles. The paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow!
That is amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my four dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
Seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed into it.
That was
It
close.
appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. And the fact that this was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper. Looks like the venue's AC unit. That's right, you must be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Okay, so I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. Better turn off the heater for now. Let you cool things off a little. 86, this thing. I like that they took the trouble of, like, localizing that into Fahrenheit, too. You'd think they wouldn't for a game like this.
Yep. But still.
Hiyoko's body suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hiyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied up front. Did the killer do this too? When did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. That was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it was possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hiyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Hiyoko's kimono.
Huh?
Yes, Hiyoko's kimono. Hiyoko. The kimono Hiyoko kimono. Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
It would be a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Akane!
Yo!
What's up?
Hey,
There's something I want you to do for me. Looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono. So could you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hiyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. When I reached for the duct tape binding Hiyoko, she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied up tight. I can't really reach with my hand. Wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is that what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps...
Looks different from the keys to the cottage. This must be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
But...
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence. That killer have those posters before you saw Hiyoko's body? Yeah, they did.
Isn't that right?
This is a trap that would have put it more towards... They would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier. Wait, hold on, what? Very unlikely the killer tampered. Okay. Which means we could conclude this is something Hiyoko had with her all along. Motel room key has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hiyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a sec. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
see?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hiyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck. I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Aha! Soy room! Oh god, go away, Nagito. Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or was he just trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So how about it? Did you find any clues? Tipped over a stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. They always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Well, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
but...
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? Hey, Scorpio. How you doing? Good evening.
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you could explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some useful info. I just finished my drink, so it's time for the other drink. A lukewarm drink. Still working on your fan again? Nice. I'm happy to see you again. Thank you for coming back. Hey, if you could explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy. I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why. I can't overlook this case this time. Trying to learn how to draw so you can maybe make a fan video series. Oh, that's nice. It's always good to start somewhere. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? And it can't be helped. Guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I don't think they pertain to the case. Oh, there's the ripped scrap of paper. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. It's thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. A lot of stickers pasted all over the front of this wallpaper. Oh, well, there you go. This was over Hiyoko's body, I bet, and that's why you couldn't see her. And this edge of this wallpaper looks a little torn, but what does that mean? Fun fact, Teruteru and Natsu Dragon all have the same English VA. Yes, I was aware of that. I guess it's everything important in the storage room. Guess I should go back to the music venue. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It's somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there's less stickers than before. Did I ever think in this? Like, okay, don't I notice the scrap missing here? Oh, wait, yes, I understand. I got it. They couldn't use the stage lighting. Not because both have talents on fire, Cookie and Fire Dragon, and both act the complete opposite of one another. Alright, with this we might be close to finish investigating the venue. So I have to see the flashback photo again, but I think what it is that Hiyoko was there the whole time. The reason they couldn't use the stage lighting is because the other black paper was wrapped around the ring, and it was covering Hiyoko, so the pillar was bigger. And that's why they couldn't use the stage lighting, because the stage lighting was inside the wallpaper. And then they tore the wallpaper down and folded it back up and put it away, but then left that piece of it hanging from there. Excuse me. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. I did not mean to do that on stream, sorry. Oh, man. If I see a flashback back to the hanging, I'll probably be able to notice it now. But I still need to talk to Mikan and make sure I get those autopsy results from her. How about it, Mikan? You found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Master Cluck Detective. Thank you, Atman. Because of the heat. Is that possible? If a body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. Wait, who do you think who's the killer so far? I don't know. I think the obvious pin right here would be Macaw herself. Because, like, who else would know about making the body hot or cold to mask the time of death? Meaning Hiyoko died first, yes. I'm almost positive Hiyoko died first. Again, I think that the killer... I think that given what we know, Hiyoko was probably killed by Macaw, and then... Not Macaw. Hiyoko was probably killed by Ibuki, then Ibuki killed herself. And I think Macaw had something to do with it regarding the gullibility disease, or whatever it's called. But that's weird.
But...
Even if the heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear that as long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. As long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the orders of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. Despair disease, yeah. Well, she had the gullible disease version of it. It's like Nagito had liar disease.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games, you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this really was an imitation of that movie, is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the will of Causality.
Certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed. Are you guys worried then there's going to be another victim? And no worries. Things get out of hand fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fellow, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've already added another rule? Or you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened will be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the clash trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
Hajime didn't see the movie yet? No, he bought that sticker for $1.5 million, which, by the way, I love that thing. And, I absolutely bought a pin of it for myself. Cannot wait to get that. I wish I could do that without having the music stop now because of how I have the capture card set up. I might have to just add a webcam thing. I might just have to put a big source window that has, like, everything in it. But I think that OBS, like, slows down if you have too many windows open at once. If we can only choose one person based on a majority vote... Wow, that went all over the place there. The other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
You're right!
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ugh.
I don't like this.
Alright, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is, only. And I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should have just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibilities for two killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
That makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste
it
your
means a third victim would be
powerlessness.
impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds so strange to me. What do you mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my!
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. And the invitation is...
Good instinct.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied that movie. Meaning part of the puzzle is that Ibuki was used to kill... Yep. That's exactly what I'm thinking. But I mean, it's also possible that one person killed both of them. Look, now you can read the word tequila. How come from one angle it's, like, blocked off? That's really weird. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Yeah, movie theater.
you...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. Probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. And I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. First victim Ibuki was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It'd be good to investigate the hospital, too. Might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. Still lots of things I could do before this class trial. I'll definitely give it my all, till the very end. Yeah, look, the TE and tequila just, like, fades out at one point. No, it doesn't. Hold on. Wait a minute. You had some weird texture pop in there. Holy hell, that scene made me phlegmy. Oh. Boing.
Hello there.
Hajime, I knew you'd come. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used the movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me?
Yes,
What?
Hajime's the customer. Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million!
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for Monokuma. We're just repeating the dialogue again. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Just stop it. My resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
Ta-da!
See? It's this one! I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. And who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Here you go! The Wizard of Monomi, 2.5D. Effective today on this date at this time. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's the only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped on today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward
forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket. Even Nagito's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Movie's invitation ticket. Guess I should wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations.
impossible.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it, too. Even you said you should have just settled with the money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Oh there, were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it?
Shocking.
Ah! I remember you said there was only one because it was a limited item, right? It's not limited to one, it's more like it's just limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
well now.
I should forget that I carelessly made that slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait! I can't
This is
wait!
exciting. Exciting! Yeah. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. It sounds so half-assed.
Now, Ben, please relax and enjoy the film.
This movie sucks.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Wait, this is a minigame? Oh no.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Okay, wait. Hold the phone here. Hold up a second. That voice is very familiar. And I gotta look that up. Wait, what? No, that wasn't Ben Diskin doing the hold on. No. David Vincent. Wait, hold on. I gotta look into this. Huh. Oh, that's anime specifically. I think that's David Vincent doing that voice. And I want to check. Ah, fuck. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong because it sounds like the guy who voices the announcer in the dub of JoJo. But no, I don't think it is him unless he's uncredited.
And was whisked away to Monami's country.
Actually, no, it doesn't say. It kind of sounded like him, but
Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
oh, see, there we go.
the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Tied her to the tree. Okay.
He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
But that might be Hiyoko because sliced and missing a heart.
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
Nice.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
That's the dream right there. Elder abuse.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Note, I do not actually condone elder abuse. God, no. That would be terrible. Can you imagine? Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
I'm not too disgusted to even let it aside. I'm too disgusted to even let it aside right now. That's all I could say to describe the situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. It was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in that movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. Would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now? Or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Go back in the theater now.
Hey, come
Haven't you been
on
listening to
now.
me? The invitation ticket is only valid today at the earlier time. You only have 1 chance to see it for free.
By the way,
If you want to watch it one more time, you know the rest, right? I'll be so stuck so much I don't want to watch it a second time. Just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It'd be faster just to ask someone.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, care to explain? Can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, You met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two were suspicious?
Like,
Hiyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be, but while we're at it, let me tell you about my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on and she said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater in that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body.
huh?
You still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. It's really funny. It's like the tiny Fuyuhiko on top of big Fuyuhiko. They shrunk my head. They shrunk my head, Hajime. Help me. Hey, Jem, how you doing? Good morning to you. Was this here before? Run down, rusted, and rotting car someone abandoned. Maybe it'll start up if I keep staring at it. Looks like it's not a clue to the incident.
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Oops. Huh? Are you talking to me? I could see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this... It opened. Just as I thought, this was Hiyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. Trying something new with your channel, a bit nervous about it. Oh, nice. Well, good luck with it. I am doing okay, just... This week has been... These past 2 weeks of work have been particularly bad, and I'm not happy with how things are going. I was so exhausted yesterday, I ended up switching the day off. I was originally going to not stream tonight and stream tomorrow, but it didn't happen. To be honest, though, I think taking off Wednesday, like I said this before, taking off Wednesday's probably a better idea, because then I'm taking a break and I could do 2 streams and 2 streams, and then 1 weekend stream, usually. I try to do 5 streams a week now, 4 to 5. Especially while I'm streaming this, because this is a long-ass game. So Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here for a few nights, so it doesn't feel like her room, but... I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean?
No.
Nice. This bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Like 30 plus hours, right? I think so. To do everything, it's like 40 to 60, like 50 to 60. To play through it once normally and do some extra stuff, it's going to be about 30. And I've been streaming for over 3 hours every time I played this, so I'm close to like 20 hours already. After, I think this is what, part 6? Part 5? I'm also pausing a lot, though. But I mean, I've been going quite a bit. Let me see how long this has been. That episode is not debuting until tomorrow, I believe. No, shush me. Oh wait, no, that's already up. Wait a minute, what? Whoa, hold up. Oh no, never mind. Never mind, that episode went up today. So yeah, I'm on part 7. And every part has been at least 3 hours, so I'm over 20 hours into this game. So I'm not too far from the end. Well, from the end, but I'm not too far. I'm like past the middle of the game at this point. It's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease? What other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps,
Kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in front of her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at the time. And then, I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she couldn't tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
you are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. Then Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hiyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
Oh.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
That was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I could see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone... Whoops, why'd I skip that? Or someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone. I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Level up. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room. And I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Wait, what trial did you see? You saw the last one, right? I can't remember what the last... Because we're on the 3rd trial right now, and there's 2 victims. Also, hold on. My ear's like really itchy. Alright. Okay, where else do we have to search? The hospital, right? We might get a little bit of the trial in today, but not much. I don't think we're getting very far in it.
Well?
Look, I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Death of the Ultimate Swordswoman. Okay, yeah. So 2 people have died since then. Ibuki has died in an apparent suicide. And Hiyoko got her throat slit and was tied to a pillar. Hey, have you prepared that surveillance camera unit yet?
Hey, hey!
Oh, hey, have you... wow, I read that wrong. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those vending machines were lined up? Vending machines? Where did that come from? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. And if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital to those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. That video was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed in the hospital monitor. That video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that.
Hajime.
Something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right!
Oh, I also wanted to ask you about that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. Green there. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope and... That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
If the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so they could still show up in the dark. But the ones I got from the old machine was really... The one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know who the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Ibuki is the singer. She's the one with the wild hair. Yeah. You know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, she climbed the stepladder on her own. Does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide. What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure it out that easily. I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. No, you liked her? Well, I mean, let's be honest. Most of the favorite characters are going to be dead by the end of this. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Yeah, we know.
Now then.
Finally getting back to my normal self.
All right.
Still too soon for it, yeah. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet, but it'd be much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep on wearing one. She wasn't your favorite, but you liked her too. Aw. One of your favorites is dead. Tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. Looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibiki died wearing one, so the only ones left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? You're saying I should wear the one I already wore? It's gross. The clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta get back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. That's the conference room. The staff room, there's nothing going on in there. Alright. Nothing doing in there. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause...
If you turn on the light, you should turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. It's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you could turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. What the fuck? No sooner did she finish saying that than I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they fully started adjusting to the light. Yep, this is the room where this is the actual scene of the murder, isn't it? And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in this conference room were designed to completely block out light. There's a projector here, so they were probably careful about the light shining through.
See?
A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. Black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So was something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all this about? That little bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. So I feel like it's Chiaki the ultimate nurse. I think it might be Mikan. I don't think it's Chiaki.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
Sip. It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims. In order to find the truth, the only thing I could do is go. It's a good thing I remember to check that. I'm sure we haven't seen the last of those mono beasts. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough.
Welcome!
Is everybody here? You guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey jerk, hold it right there.
Monomi's such a dumb child.
Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him.
Yes?
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway...
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately available today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
I won't let you escape. Hold on. After this game, Hajime's gonna have legs for days. Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn
What are you
for?
saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Just as I thought, this particular incident. Oops, we can continue this later. Right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual.
This is bad.
Monokuma meme just now. Don't tell me Nekomaru's already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now.
Ah,
I know, but...
Fine.
It's about time I showed you my serious side.
Let's make
How
history.
troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades.
jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best that we don't rely on Monomi too much. She's just saying stupid things and it'll just make us look even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good.
Hey,
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward, and then we need to end this once and for all. Haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry I'm such a useless piece of trash. Alright, we got enough dialogue here. Let's start this so I don't have to read for the rest of the night. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined-up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. When everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its steep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Ooh, a castle this time.
What?
Feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. So we got toothless and toothful. We're learning so many new words. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Or was it toothsome? Was it tooth? It was toothsome, that was it. Toothsome. Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. Damn it. I definitely can't believe it. Whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why we must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Whew, I did not save that entire time. Ew. Gonna be hard to upload to YouTube, really? Oh, got my nose. The hanging? Eh. Look, if you could upload Doki Doki Literature Club... I should put a disclaimer on this, though, before that happens. Okay, upshift is still in effect. So these can't be combined. But cheat code is way better, because this just makes it so you can break any statement in one shot. This makes it so you don't lose time by shooting the regular statements. So it's better anyway. So there we go, that's as much as I can equip. Black may only kill a maximum of 2 people just during any single killing game. Proceed.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
While I sit on my N64 level polygon throne.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Then add disclaimers to the part where Cupcake Girl hangs herself as age restricted. Wait, what? Cupcake Girl. Oh, right. Because she liked food.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Jeez,
Empty
Kazuichi.
head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
No thoughts. Many dreams, head full.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Yes, conveniently, so I could answer the questions.
Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hiyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from the symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course.
Saw the knife and fork in the chef's image. Yeah, that was pointed out in case 2 to me. I was like, oh.
I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue.
In my very awkward way of noticing things, I was like, oh yeah, it is scratched out with the knife and fork.
But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. Huh.
I thought that they put the wallpaper around the ring, but they didn't. It's still in front of it, or it's still behind it. Still, maybe they wrapped it around the back side, like inside, and they wrapped it around so Hiyoko's in there. I don't know.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the
Totally
music
lighten up.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
Various ways, you say.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Nagito, you fuck. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it. Should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Or I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. Scrap of thick papers to the... Oh, okay.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
Well, it's not a lie.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
That doesn't sound right.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Oh, I didn't see the movie.
Probably is Hajime's fault.
That's why Nagito told me to hang on to the ticket. I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. Yeah, so Nagito's just fucking with us. Because he knows that Hajime has the movie ticket. I need to find that and break through.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie...
I can shoot wherever I want because I have Chiaki's ability.
That would also
so I take no damage if I hit a statement. I could just gain more time.
I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong!
I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
What does that say? 13th, 10:04 a.m.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Why suggest it? Because Nagito's a prick.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, it also provides a good warm-up.
I skipped that line for some reason. Since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
He's a full-on dick, yeah. I mean, there's obviously a reason for it, and we'll figure it out soon, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
I don't see it. I mean, maybe.
The
I don't know.
others
Who knows?
all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another
it's
person
possible,
who doesn't
yeah.
have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Man, I swear to God, if this somehow comes back to Nidai being a suspect, and it's like God, like how?
Wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Oh man, I'm sorry. That bacon I had earlier is really busting up my belly, my internals. Killer was inside the music venue. Hiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Motel room key, scrap of thick paper, stepladder, semi-transparent glob, surveillance monitor key, monitor video.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
Based on that taste,
So
that
they
must have
look
been
like they
Chiaki's.
had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Sonya must be a fan of Law and Order, yeah.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong!
Oh wow. I think that actually worked from the beginning. I keep forgetting I have the thing to absorb statement too.
Wait a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber. The semi-transparent glob was probably... No. Gummy? No. Glue? Gum? Tastes nasty, so...
I see! That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah.
Glue!
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It has to be, because, like, kids use it, and they'll put it in their mouths. Elmer's glue is, like, non-toxic.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Must be like industrial glue.
And thanks to
green.
that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
What was what? Chiaki eating the glue or me making that noise? That's either a TikTok or a YouTube video that me and my girlfriend crack up when we hear.
Glue.
Just look up Doge glue. It's just an image of the Doge with his eyes facing two different directions, and it's 3 seconds long.
Glue.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
God damn it,
Apologize to
motherfucker!
Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Monami, that's not a helpful way of thinking of things.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Aww, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Mikan, what? I get that she was just saying that in relative to how she works, but that totally makes it sound like she's saying that she did it earlier.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the Baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Just hold on a minute. That scrap that was stuck on the Baton lighting at the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Hangman's Gambit, really? Oh no. It's letters time. Hold on just a stinking minute. Neither the P. There we go. Easy shit.
Got it! Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the Baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper stuck to the Baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give it Alright, let's give this a try. Wait, am I really gonna do... Yeah, wow, they're really just tossing the minigames at me here. Dive start. Oh, that's bad, I don't want to touch that. Bump, 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 bump. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene he was hidden? Question 2. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper, a curtain? The wallpaper. Gripping. Truly gripping. Question 3. How did the killer hide her body? They covered the pillar, they formed a wall. Oh, they covered the pillar.
it's all coming together.
Hiyoko, you kind of spaced, or Hiyoko, Hajime, you kind of spaced out there for a few minutes.
Hiyoko's body was hidden before we found her.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
They moved the food?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
I'm feeling nostalgia for SS Tricky or Skate game of some kind. To be honest, I've never played I've never played Skate and I've never played SS Tricky. I've played Tony Hawk 2 on the Game Boy Advance, and I played Tony Hawk's Underground on Game Boy Advance and GameCube. I actually have the 1 and 2 remake on the Switch. I've just never played it. I played some of the tutorial and then I just never went back to it. I was gonna stream it, and then well, we don't talk about that.
So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hiyoko's body was already there.
Yep, it was behind the slightly larger pillar in the corner. Yep, and it got smaller.
Because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar. I didn't realize
That's exactly
that
how I worded it.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers is to make it look like that killer.
That's how they hid Hiyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper, and because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Yeah! Like Tony Hawk Shredder for the Wii and Shaun White Skate for the Xbox 360. Nice. Oh!
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
I did play Snowboard Kids 1 and 2 on the N64, and Snowboard Kids DS, which wasn't that good. I hope Atlas puts Snowboard Kids on the N64 online. I would gladly stream those games if they did.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
It says mothballs, but he clearly said mothballs in the dialogue.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
She said it
knew
right.
There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But Hiyoko was slashed in the throat, so maybe she was the Tin Man? I don't know.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie should be able to explain that now. Because they like movies to let their accomplice escape to hide the weapon to mix up the killing order.
I see!
See!
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
What? Oh, that's up there, along with Red's dialogue from Mega Man X7. What do you mean?
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Gundam, come on, man.
Jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
I'm just a stupid girl, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
We examined the crime scene.
That's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Yeah, anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Oh, this is probably gonna be the last thing I do. I'm gonna stop in like 4 minutes or so. Blood in the shoes. Thank you for highlighting that for me.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
Consent!
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped
Yes,
on
consent
her
is
blood,
always important.
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil
Okay, we do the sword fight? Alright, fine.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Alright. Yeah, sure.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about... Did you see a nice nightmare?
Despite his exaggerated protests, I feel like I've already seen an opening encounter. Is this a trap?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about what... Did you see a nice nightmare?
I can't slash at that.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belong... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about... Did you see a nice nightmare?
There we go. Let's ignore that.
Ibuki's body has no open wounds. There's no doubt that that blood is Hiyoko's.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. But it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel... It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Wait, what?
Damn it!
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about... Did you see a nice nightmare?
As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds,
There's no doubt that
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes, but it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel... It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Wow, why does that suck?
damn it!
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
I guess I do have to counter the first one.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Because there was no place to like counter the second part.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
I thought I had to be, like, smart there and not hit that statement and let myself advance.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hiyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off
He
the
used
blood
60%
on
of
the
his
floor
power.
was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hiyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hiyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually,
to stop her
the
screaming.
bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it
Oh,
either.
I don't like this, because this is implying that Mikon's, like, playing dumb, and that she did all that to kind of hide the fact that she knows all this.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
Yeah, that too. Like, I feel like Mikon set that all up so she could say that all this shit happened.
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
And that is a perfect place for us to stop, because we're changing points here. Let me save on both of these files. I hate that I made two files, because I didn't know how this worked. Alright, saved, and we're heading out of here. Cool.
Danganronpa.
That was another fun night of death and despair, and not saying goodbye to it, because there's plenty of it left. But yeah. Cool. As always, thank you all very much for coming. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying experiencing this story with you. I like how everyone else is trying to figure it out too as we go along. It's really fun. If you want to watch more streams, check out twitch.tv/team/wildabandon. Wow, I don't know how I tripped over that. Plenty of people streaming there right now. My auto host will take you to one of them as soon as I go offline. Greatly appreciate every single one of you for coming. As always, appreciate the follows. It means a lot to me. It really does. Expect another stream of this tomorrow. I don't know what stream plans are going to be next week, but I kind of want to plow through the rest of this game and move on to something else. Coming up, Pokemon Legends at the end of the month. Might go back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and try to do the post-game. And maybe something else. I don't know yet. We'll see. Yeah. But thank you guys. You have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.